Yo, yo, yo.
Ready?
What's poppin'? I fucking popped open a little Red Bull right now to get the shit on and poppin'. Pop like it droppin'.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, that fool died, huh? They shot that fool, Baby Huey?
Baby Huey? I don't even know who the fuck sang. I thought a girl sang that part. Pop like it droppin'.
No, but the rapper behind him.
Oh, shit.
Fun fact.
Let's get this shit on the road, bro. You ready?
Born ready, my boy.
All right. Testicles, 1, 2. Testicles.
Yes, we back at it.
And we're fucking back. And welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy, Trebles, Garcia. And joining me in the ones and twos again is the best co-host in the motherfucking planet, Tanque. What's poppin'? Big Tank, salute, my boy.
What's Gucci? How y'all doing? Love, we've been gone for a little minute. Little relax.
Yeah.
But we back.
We had to get a Red Bull and some snacks, to re-up.
Some cookies.
Yeah. All right, my guy. So let's jump right into it. Before we do anything else, I want to make sure we send some love and some powerful high frequency vibes to one of our listeners. Let me pull up this information. Important to us. Un momento, uno momento, dos momentos. All right. So now we are up to 9 5-star reviews and no other star reviews.
Ooh.
And this dude is called Vibe Grizz. Again, Vibe Grizz. And this is what he said. Tune in! ! This is one of the most entertaining podcasts I've ever tuned into. Y'all deserve more recognition, and I sincerely mean that. Keep it up, my boys, Treble and Big Tank. Yo, Vibe Grizz, you are the listener of the week, and this episode is dedicated to you. You are what powers us, and this feedback is what really motivates us to keep on going. Again, dude, me and Tanka just started this podcast as a freaking hobby, and you guys are enjoying it, and we love it. So thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for the love.
Without a doubt.
Yes.
Without a doubt. We also got some mail from
What?
Javi 5.3. telling us that he loves to listen to this while he works or is on his way back home. Shout out, my boy. We appreciate it. We're here for you. And that's why we keep
Massive
on
shout out. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for coming up. What's it? Javi? What was his name again?
Javi 5.3.
Javi 5.3. Massive love for wherever the hell you're listening to us. And thank you for the mail. Keep it coming. Let us know what you want to hear next. And if you have any interesting topics, drop it.
Without a doubt.
Now to get back into business, Big Tank, I know you got something you want to share with us, or maybe some things you want to share with us. Welcome to What is Happening?
What is happening, people? You guys know how it goes down. I'm going to give you 2 stories, and then I'm going to give you my official 2 cents on everything. Let me know what you guys think. First of all, when we first started the podcast, you guys might have heard one of my segments about sorry, Pete. Sorry.
Hey, you're choking on them cookies, huh?
I know. I'm choking. No, but without a doubt, I brought up a segment about haunted houses being on the rise. People were calling it in and all this, so forth. Well, a woman in Connecticut was being terrorized. It wasn't until the point that she fell in love with her ghost.
She fell in love with her ghost, bro.
Yes, and this is being televised. Look it up if you don't believe me.
So what happens after falling in love with a ghost? You get spiritually penetrated?
I guess so, hey. Might be like that scary movie.
I got that Casper dick.
Whoa. Without a doubt. My official 2 cents. I let you guys know this was happening, but I did not expect this.
I didn't either.
Without a doubt. But love is love.
Wherever it is, in any shape or form, or shapeless form. Man, I'm just on fire. That people woke me the fuck up. Oh, damn.
Woo.
On
to the next story. There's a museum in France. Like all museums, everybody knows you're not supposed to touch. Exhibits, sculptures, paintings, so on. This tourist, or whatever he was, native, was out there with priceless artifact from 1700s. He wanted to take a picture with this sculpture.
Whoa.
He wanted to maybe post it up for the gram, TikTok, I don't know.
Yeah.
You name it. So they have it on camera where the guy literally sits down on this sculpture and the other person's taking a picture of it. When he gets back up, you see him look at the feet. He had broken the sculpture's feet.
Whoa,
Yes, yes.
dude.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that?
The freaking price he's gonna
Real
pay,
talk.
dude. The price he's gonna pay per toe, not in like he's not gonna pay in conjunction. He's gonna pay a price per fucking toe, dog.
Without a doubt, that sculpture's practically ruined.
Yeah, dude.
Are
real.
they even gonna show it again?
Nah,
Is it gonna get
man.
taken out?
I don't know. It's not gonna be. Excuse me. I don't think it's gonna be exposable anymore. At all, dude.
Without a doubt,
Listeners, please excuse us.
You know they're gonna ramp up security now.
Please excuse us. We're eating and drinking at the same time we're doing this. You know, this is a hobby. It's not really our jobs, but we're giving you the best of the best here. You know, this is real quality stuff. You know.
Without a doubt.
You know what, dude? I love the way you bring these freaking interesting stories, and the most amazing part about it is that they're real freaking news stories. This is not fake, and like we always like to say, look it up. Hashtag look it up. Yeah. Now let's jump into the main course. We were planning on making it a double trouble, double penetration type of episode, but we just decided to just focus on one because maybe we give you more information on one topic, you guys will learn more. Now, don't think this is going to be a serious talk because all of our talks are real serious and informational, but we're also going to drop some real history facts that has been happening for at least maybe I want to say 50 to 80 years in the United States of America. And we're going to go back into that conspiracy mode because this is what we're about. We are categorized under a government podcast for some reason, but I really want you guys to pay attention, and we're about to drop some fucking truth bombs. Tanke, please open up this fucking segment and let me know what you could tell us. This is called Operation Northwoods, not Southwoods, not the East Coast.
Northwoods. Yes.
Tell me what you. Let's open up the information, man. Drop some fucking truth bombs. What do we know about Operation Northwoods? How does it affect us now, and how will it affect our kids, and why the fuck it happened?
Well, let me give you some backstory. A lot of people don't know what Operation Northwoods are. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys are more familiar with Bay of Pigs. And if you're not, don't worry about it. I will explain.
Right.
On April 17th, 1961 through April 19, 1961, America helped lead Cuban nationalists onto their bay to help start a revolution that didn't work out. It only lasted 38 hours.
Is this against Castro?
A lot of them. Yes, this was against the whole Castro rule. Okay, so as you guys can see, it didn't last so long. A lot of people were captured, killed, and so forth. This was under the John F. Kennedy administration. He, to the knowledge that has been released, John F. Kennedy thought it was a good idea because it was left behind by the previous president. So he signed off on it, according to what they tell us. Doesn't mean it's true. So, in the eyes of America, this was a loss.
Yeah, of course. I was about to tell you that.
Yeah. This was a loss, without a doubt. And this is where we get into the juicy stuff.
In Cuba.
Yes.
I had. So correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding was that JFK didn't really want to move any troops into Cuba or Vietnam. I don't know if it was. I think I'm confusing Vietnam, Cuba. No, I think it was Cuba. Like he was. They thought that like his administration, some of his administration thought that he was a weaker-minded leader.
Yes, without a doubt.
Like he didn't have that cojones.
They consider him a dove. In more recent terms, they would have considered him a dove over a hawk. Okay, so that's really what it comes down to. He only chose this Bay of Pigs because it was mostly going to be Cuban nationalists doing most of the fighting with light support of U.S. There was no naval, there was no air force, there was nothing like that. It was just them trying to take over. But Castro
kind of like a proxy war.
2 steps ahead. Yes. Castro was 2 steps ahead of the game and just squashed it. So, this is where Operation Northwoods comes in. Operation Northwoods was started around 1962 by the Department of Defense, by the Joint Chiefs.
I heard
Okay.
that even the CIA was involved. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So, under General Lehman L. Lemitzer, they proposed a way to take over Cuba.
Oh wow.
Yes. And this is facts. If you guys don't believe me, look it up. This was declassified in 1997.
Yeah.
This was declassified. So, I'm going to give you a quick story, quick rundown. Basically, they had ideas of either making it seem as a terrorist attack, trying to blow up or hurt U.S. casualties,
Yes.
U.S. planes, U.S. boats, all that type of stuff to make it seem as terrorism.
Now let me help you out with that. Let me help you out with that. Basically, what Tank is,
Handle.
I know he's speaking like in scientific terms for all our listeners that didn't go to college. Listen up to what I'm about to say. Let me break it down. Let me stupid down this for you. What's happening is that the United States basically is inventing ways to make Cuba look bad, to go in there and invade without Cuba ever doing anything to us. And this is before the Cuban Missile Crisis. We're leading up to that. So, it's like another black flag. We've spoke about this before. We spoke about how the United States makes lies or creates a scene or an event or a massive event to cause the world to look at you and say, oh, what are you going to do about it? Why are you guys going through all this drama? And if you go through this drama, do you need help to go invade, to become basically terrorized, right?
Yes. And as you guys might know, through present events that we have lived through, acts of terrorism are not tolerated by the U.S. whatsoever. It's even said, and quote me if I'm wrong, treason against the United States shall consist only by enlisting war against them or adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort.
Wow. Okay, so it could be somebody attacks the U.S. and then the U.S. has to go to war or help somebody else go to war.
Yes.
For them.
This
kind of happening in the Middle East.
This is literally quoted from your government.
Yo,
this
Big
isn't
Tank,
me
so
making it up.
That's crazy. Big Tank, let me know what kind of things were they planning to do under this operation Northwoods?
So under this operation, they were mostly heading towards sinking a U.S. military ship. That was the most strategic thing that they could think of.
They did sink one.
No.
They sank one. I read that they sank one, but it didn't catch enough fire. It was an accidental.
Yes. That's how they played it off.
Yeah.
It wasn't how would I put it? I guess you could say that they shot the gun, but at the end of the minute, they pulled it up into the air so it wouldn't hurt nobody.
Some baby back bullshit.
Yes.
Baby back.
Yes.
I even heard that. So I was doing some research and I was cleaning up on this and doing my homework. So I also heard that they were even trying. Check this out. They always want to play with fucking planes. That they were going to get a Navy plane, paint it like a commercial flight plane, fill it up with freaking college students, and have them fly from Northern Africa into Florida and pass over Cuba. And because it was going to be Cuban airspace, they were going to falsify an attack on the plane. And before the plane arrived on Florida, they were going to destroy the plane and blame it all on Cuba. They were also like basically saying, okay, they attacked our college students that came from other countries to do studies and stuff, and create a war against them. Generate a war.
Yes. There was also a secondary phase or a second part, just in case that didn't work. They were going to target certain cities in Florida, mostly dominated by Cuban people. Because obviously, you know how the world is. You know how the United States is as well. You have certain sections that are more populated by a certain ethnic race.
Of course.
So they were going to target that and hurt civilians people that had nothing to do with bombs, threats, and
I heard
soldiers.
that too. I even heard that they were gonna go as far as information war. And they were gonna
Yes.
try to like basically recruit every Cuban that got out of Cuba as how can I tell you what's that word I'm looking for, when you as a refugee. So all the refugees that came in during that time during the Cuban crisis, they were gonna try to make a kind of like a revolution movement here in the U.S. and then spread it into Cuba, so that they could revolt against Castro and overthrow Castro's government.
Yes, yes, yes.
Little did they know. Uh huh. Go ahead, my guy.
No, 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 no. See, that's exactly the point. There were multiple phases to this. Just a little seed. I don't want to get too far ahead. But didn't we say something about civilian planes being taken over, being staged, hurting U.S. soil?
Yeah, during the fall of the Twin Towers.
Exactly. Just a little heads up, people. We don't want to get too far into this,
It's
but
uh huh.
little coincidence, if you ask me.
You know what? And it's not the only thing they try to do, bro. They even went. Look, this is gonna sound fucking sarcastic, and I want to bring it up because this is how deep and fucking stupid. I don't know. It's just dark, if you ask me. Guantanamo Bay is an area owned by the United States of America.
In Cuba.
And inside Cuba, exactly. Now they use it as a prison. It's a prison state. I'm not sure, but Guantanamo Bay is U.S. territory. What they wanted to do is inflict damage into Guantanamo Bay, killing U.S. soldiers. I'm talking about Navy men, our Marines, our Army men, women. Like our patriots, our heroes, if anything. And we all have one of those. They were planning on killing U.S. troops so that the world could sympathize war against Cuba. Little did they fucking know that Cuba was already playing in the big leagues by joining forces with the USSR. If you guys don't know what the USSR is, it was current day the Soviet Union, which is now current day motherfucking Russia.
Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. Without a doubt, it's mind
It's
blowing.
mind fucking
See,
blowing.
when they released this,
Mm-hmm.
when they released this in 1997, there was over 1,500 pages of not just Operation Northwoods, but more how do I put it? More plans, more ideas of what they could do
Check this out.
to get there.
And it didn't even work out. By the time they try to freaking knock Cuba down or invade it, let's face the fact, Cuba doesn't stand a chance against one state of the United States of America. But
Oh, without a doubt, without a
by
doubt.
joining forces with fucking Russia and knowing that the freaking Cold War was about to fucking go out of the cold into the heat, they were playing in the big leagues, bro, and they got themselves some nuclear warheads. They put them on some missiles, and they're 35 miles away from the coastline of Florida, U.S. mainland soil. So what happens then?
So could you imagine if one of those would have gone off? The U.S. probably wouldn't even have detected it in time.
And
That's how stupid.
technically, the United States and the United States wasn't being attacked directly from Russia. It was being directly attacked from Cuba. So then the United States attacks Cuba, and then through Cuba, Russia joins power with in the war and becomes another world war. Boom, mic drop.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys imagine living in a world? Would we have even had a world at that point?
No, definitely not. The U.S. and the Russians were freaking capsizing. They had warehouses on warehouses and silos filled with freaking nuclear weapons. Fuck no, we would detonated those bombs quick.
Yes, honestly, it just goes to show that the U.S. government is not as perfect as it seems.
And then uh-huh.
No, keep on going.
And then what happened? The Jesuits and all these motherfuckers in power, the bankers that make money and profit off generations and generations and generations of war. Because let's be real, bro. War it's a moneymaker. It's the economy.
Yes, without a doubt.
You know what I mean?
Without a
That's
doubt.
why our military complex is so advanced, because we're always at war. The United States hasn't been free of war since it was born, since 1776, and even before 1776. The United States of America has been at war every single decade of its existence. And if you don't believe me, look it up. We have fought wars in the ocean, in the sea, in the air, in the desert, in fucking space now. Like, and it's because our military complex is feeding off the war, and it makes money off war. War brings jobs, and it kills population. So it's a win-win scenario for the fucking governments worldwide.
Fun fact. Now that you're saying that about home money, did you guys know that we came out of the Great Depression, which was in the 1920s, 1930s, because of war? Because now people needed tanks. Now people needed everything for the military.
We
Regular
industrialized.
warehouses, yes, everything in warehouses was just for war. People were making money left and right.
Exactly. It was like if you get a chessboard and you put all the chips on one side, right? You get a chessboard. You get all the little pieces,
Yes.
and then you pick up the chess on one side, and you see all the chips just fall to the side. That's what happened to California. Like, everybody rushed to California and started building from California all the way to New York warehouses and manufacturing companies. The United States was a fucking powerhouse. After World War II, the United States was a powerhouse of manufacturing. We were exporting 90% of everything, every good in the planet.
We were.
Yeah, the United States of America. So now what happened? Okay, going back to the Cuba crisis situation. Since they saw that the United States wasn't reacting, and the president current that day, the president wasn't doing anything to jump into Cuba and make it theirs, or stop Cuba from being a communist dictatorship. They came and they assassinated JFK. And when I mean they, I don't mean by Russia. I'm not saying Russia did this shit. The person that killed JFK was a controlled person by what's it called? MK Ultra. I don't know if you guys heard about MK Ultra. That's for another episode, but it's like basically another military weapon to control minds for the people and make them into puppets. Now, this is like beyond our expectation that we're gonna save all this information for another episode, like I said. But JFK didn't want to play ball, and they took him out.
JFK, I would have to say, was one of the smartest presidents. He was definitely making moves. Honestly, the whole Bay of Pigs, it has been said that he just agreed to it because the previous president had already okayed it. That's how they approached him. That's how when he got sworn in, they went in there and they told him, look, the previous president already signed off on it. We just need you to give us the okay so we can continue. JFK was reluctant about this. Yes, Cuba, how long did we not last? At least 40, 50 years that we hadn't been able to go to Cuba. So, as you can see, things really did take a turn for the worse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But honestly, where would we be if we did invade Cuba? What repercussions would we be facing right now?
You know, it's there's no. I think after World War II, the United States it is impossible for the U.S. to be. Are you eating again? You better give me some of that in virtual cookie mode.
Hey, Leo, forget you. It's my cookie.
I think after World War II, it is impossible for the United States to be a singled out country again. The United States has to be involved in every movement around the world because we're so interconnected, and we built NATO and the US, the United Nations, and we're just involved in everything. And somebody shits over here, somebody over there is making money. They need to be present. We're the police of the world, unfortunately. But you know what? This episode is not for us to be talking shit, not only about the United States, but let's fucking face the facts.
Oh,
guys.
no, never. But...
No, let's face the facts. Like, I'm not saying fuck Cubans. No, Cubans are great people. I have a couple Cuban friends, dude. Like, you know, I had a Cuban girlfriend once. Look, I love Cubans. It's just the way Cuba was ran. And let's face it. Who wants to live in a freaking communist country? I want you to cherish a moment here. I am against government and religion 110%. Specifically, when government has to be doing satanic rituals and fucking kids at the end of the day, I hate it. I hate the fact. But the United States of America, you living here right now, you have the freedom to go buy a Red Bull at any time of the night. you want to fucking buy a house, you could get a job, you could get welfare, you have Wi-Fi, you have the best technology, you have clothes, you have fashion, you have everything. You live in a communist country. It's not like that, baby boy. In a communist country, you don't have the right to assemble. You don't have the right to go to church or worship what you want to worship if it's not interconnected with the government. You don't have the right to vote. You don't have the right to buy yourself expensive ass shit unless you earned it from some dirty ass way, selling drugs or being part of the politic movement. Like, if you're a plumber or a fucking doctor, you get paid the fucking same. That's what the communist country is. Look at China. That's how they control their people. You know, in China, what they say is they tell you that first thing they teach you from kindergarten is first is country, and then it's family, and then is your God. But the first thing is country. Without country, there is no family and there is no God. Can you imagine a world living like that in a communist country where you don't have no freedom of speech? The moment you post anything on fucking on Facebook, if you even have Facebook, you go to jail.
Look, don't take this the wrong way. I think communism can work
in a certain way, yes.
In a certain way, and I don't want to deviate too far from it. But if you're religious, you sort of have the ideas of communists.
Yeah.
It's not in that sense, and I don't want to take this too far out of the whole Cuba thing. But I think communism can work in a certain way. Everybody per se has Beamers. Everybody has a certain type of house.
Yeah.
And there really wouldn't be that much fight and involvement. But that's just what it comes down to.
But there's
always people that don't like it.
Always people that pervert the idea of having a communist party.
Yes.
You always have that person that also perverts the idea of being a democratic party or being a democratic country. So we don't have the best democracy in the world. Everybody knows that you could buy our fucking politics. You know?
Yes, without a doubt.
So
and that's what even though you could say America's home of the brave and all this, but we all have it. Everybody has issues. And that's what it comes down to. Since the Bay of Pigs, they didn't like it. They didn't like what the outcome was. So they set themselves on forward with Project Northwoods, with Operation Mongoose, which is basically the same thing. They were it was a special localized unit that all they did was, how are we going to take over Cuba?
Operation Mongoose was the main branch, and then under Operation Mongoose, it was Operation Northwoods and other little side ones, right?
Yes. See, that's just the whole thing. How can... My 2 cents is, how can you know what's right when your own country isn't even right?
You have to fucking challenge everything, bro. That's the only way you know. You have to challenge everything. Everything people tell you. Like, when the United States is not the best. Okay, it's the best livelihood you could have. But I mean, look, I'd rather live in the U.S. than live in the middle of Syria. That's fact. I'm just being fucking real.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
yes,
and I'd rather live in the U.S. in California than live in Cuba right now. That's fact. That's the truth. But
without a doubt.
But at what cost? Look at all the people. Like I don't know if you know, but this is not the first time the United States has used an event of this magnitude to get what they want. They did it in the Twin Towers. They did it with JFK to go in. They did it with what's his name? That with Pearl Harbor to go into that's a big topic for World War II.
Oh, yeah. We need to say that.
Look, there is so many false flags that the United States has done to invade places that they don't need to be invaded, or they have no business being there. And that's what I'm against of. And also the lying. Why do you think... let me tell you this. Why do you think the CIA is barely releasing all the information of UFOs right now? 60 years later. Why do you think the United States is barely releasing all the information for Cuba, for the Cuban crisis and the Cold War? Why do you think that's happening now? Because that generation of people already passed. The people that lived through that and that had the power to make a political movement, or be patriots, or protest the way they're doing it for BLM right now, all those people are fucking elders and they're dead already. Us, us, we don't give a fuck what happened with Cuba. Why? Because we're from a different generation. We're giving a fuck what happened with fucking George Floyd and shit. You know what I mean? So that's why they release it. The Freedom of Information Act, where they have to release, the government has to release this fucking, all these files at a certain time.
Sooner or later, they have to release it.
But they decide to do it later so that we cannot stand up as a whole and then make a difference for future generations. That's how they keep us under their foot.
See, but now that you say future generations, look, we all know that we're supposed to learn from our mistakes.
Mhm.
For example, you're riding a bike and you let go of the handlebars and you never put your hands back on them, more than likely you're going to fall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not to say you can't ride it without handlebars, but more than likely you're going to fall. This has been happening for centuries. This happens with when the Roman Catholic Church created the Knights Templar.
Exactly.
That was their military. Yes, the church had a military that tried to take over the sacred lands. And if for y'all don't know the sacred lands, it's basically Jerusalem, Islam, and all that. Okay, since this has been happening and we still don't learn. The Muslims, when they read the whole Allah through Muhammad, they did the exact same thing. And this continues to happen, and we just don't learn.
It happened with the Egyptians, it happened with the Greeks, it happened with the Mayans, it happened with the Romans, it happened with the Persians, it happened with the latest empire, which was the English Empire. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yes.
It happened with every single military might or superpower of its time. It happens to everybody. If you let go of those
This
handles,
is the new news. This is the new news, honestly, and we still don't learn. Yeah. Honestly, I would have to say sometimes, if it's not your country and you really can't do much about it, not to say that we shouldn't help other countries, but if there's really not much you can do besides go to war, unfortunately, they're going to run things the way they feel like it. And it's like they say in Spanish, si no piden tu opinión, no la des. If they don't ask for your opinion, don't give it out. Unless you see them, I don't know, massacring nothing but infants. Okay, I mean, that is a sound for war, but
and even at that,
you can't challenge.
Even at that, dude, there's ways to make a difference also. And if you really want to make a difference, you need to freaking don't look outside, look inside first and see what you can fix at your home, in your local community, and then move into your politics, and then motivate others to go vote and do what's right. Because your leaders are the handlebars of this bicycle, and you let go of that, we're gonna run into a dead end real soon.
Yes, honestly, like, for example, this whole Trump thing that's going on, I don't like the Democratic Party. We've let it known that we don't like the Democratic Party. Has Trump done a couple things? Yes. Doesn't mean I'm gonna vote for him though. I guess when I do go to vote, I'm neither Republican or Democratic because I see both views. You know what? For this thing, I might vote Republican. For this thing, I might vote Democratic.
Exactly.
And the sooner I believe people get through their heads, that's not just one specific way, whether it be how you run your country, your religion, your sports.
Yep.
What more can I say?
You know what, guys? This was a quick little bonus episode I wanted to drop on the load for you guys, and it's gonna be worked as a build up for our main topics of this week. But Big Tank, you know what I think was very informational, and we had to let the people know about this about Operation Northwoods. But there was a lot of different topics, bullet points that we weren't able to touch. And we'll probably bring them up again. We did mention something about World War II, which is going to be an upcoming episode as well. We're gonna
part 2 of the Twin Towers.
Dude,
it's coming.
We're gonna drop fucking loads of info on this shit. And but I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Now, before we even let go of this short little episode, I'm gonna drop a little segment with your permission, Big Tank. Are you ready or what?
Handle. Let's get this going.
This is called MFK. You already know the motherfucking deal. I'm gonna give you 3 names, so you gotta answer with the proper stuff. The first thing that comes to your head, don't think about it. Ready? What? Right. We got Zoe Saldana, Katy Perry, Mariah Carey. You gotta marry one, fuck one, and kill one.
I think I would have married Mariah Carey. She's a big influence.
Ooh.
She's been around the game without a
Mhm.
doubt.
Mhm.
Ah, damn! And now it's Zoe Saldana and Katy Perry.
Who you gonna kill?
Ah, you know what? You know what? I think I'm gonna kill Katy Perry.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to kill Katy Perry and fuck Zoe Saldana.
All right, you.
Let's see. Let's see. Let me know, Angel.
Mm.
What you
Oh,
doing?
dog. Okay, so I'm a fucking marry Katy Perry because she bomb. I like her. I don't give a fuck. I think she has pretty sensitive eyes. and then,
Ese queso.
I'm fuck Zoe Saldana because she's hot. She's a hot brown girl. I like her. And then Mariah Carey, she got old already. The only thing she can fucking do is high pitches. And I'm fucking sick and tired of her fucking Christmas song. If I hear her Christmas song this upcoming season, dude, I'm gonna shoot myself in the head for real. Fucking crazy as shit, but that was funny. You know what, dude? It's a pleasure, dog. You're the fucking best co-host in the fucking world, dog. Today has some
No,
information and
I
shit.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, once again, nothing but love out there. You guys know the deal.
Mm-hmm.
For all my social media, catch me at eknet.ivix. Let me know. Follow me on Instagram. I'll follow back without a doubt.
If you,
Angel, where can they catch you at?
oh, dude, they're gonna catch me at Trebles Garcia and all social medias. TREBLESGARCIA on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, and Partyline. Well, if you those even exist. And then if you wanna drop any information, look, guys, give us some fucking feedback. Look, drop your freaking DMs at Paranoid Radio on Gmail, no, on IG. I always get those confused. It's Paranoid Radio at Gmail on IG. So it's PARANOI Radio on Gmail. No, I mean on IG.
On IG. And for Gmail, it's paranoidradio@gmail.com.
Wait, it's the same fucking thing. So just go to Paranoid Radio and just drop the freaking email and all your DMs. Look,
without further ado, I will have to say this. We will be putting up a poll for our last couple of episodes. What you guys want to hear before we close season 1?
Yep. We're getting to that point, and we need your information and your feedback for that. And we're gonna drop that poll real soon. We're gonna choose the topics, the most popular ones, and then Tank is gonna handle the rest.
Without a doubt. I mean, anything else we're forgetting, Trebles, let me know.
Guys, you gotta challenge everything. Challenge the truth. Challenge everything. We have amazing upcoming interviews. We're just getting them ready. Everybody has a life. We're all adults. We have kids. We have families. So bear with us. We had to drop this little episode just to feed you some love and making sure that you guys know it's not the best of the best, but we're trying. And we love you guys. We have right now so far 28, only 28 followers on Instagram. But you know what I like about those 28 followers on Instagram? Those are 28 fans that are with us all the way. And this goes to all you 28 and all of you that are coming up next. Thank you for your love and support. Catch us at Paranoid Radio on Gmail and paranoidradio@gmail.com on Instagram. Sorry.
Without a doubt. What he said, just catch us at Paranoid Radio. If you want to email us, put it at Gmail. If not, look us up on Instagram. We are there.
We are about to drop part 2 with Jordi Garcia this weekend of My Name is Jeff. We're going to uncover all the dark fucking laundry, all the dark shit-stained laundry from Pedophile Island. We're about to drop bombs on that. And we're going to have Gregory Paul and his husband back for a second dose of spirituality. We're going to have the love spiritual guru, my homie Leroy. Shout out to you, my boy. Thank you for accepting the interview. We're about to get you on this. And thank you. Mad love for everybody. Stay tuned, guys. We got that fucking fire coming. We're dropping that shit hot.
Without a doubt. Love. We'll catch you guys the next time.
For sure. Stay tuned.